As I mentioned at the top of the show, and by the way, also my Twitter file, the worrywarts are winning. At least that's how it feels on a day like today, despite the late afternoon comeback. But when you hear experts fretting about trade wars and more hawkish Federal Reserve, you need to remember that some themes transcend the business cycle. Not everything's hostage to the economy. Some stories will keep working no matter what. Think digitization. These days, restaurants and retailers need to embrace online ordering if they want to stay relevant. Most millennials never want to speak to another human being if they don't absolutely have to. If they want to buy something, they just use the internet. So any restaurant or retailer that doesn't offer online ordering is at a severe disadvantage. Which brings me to Olo, a privately held company that creates digital ordering interfaces for restaurants so that customers can get takeout or delivery via their phones. The value proposition? If you have your own platform, you don't need to pay Grubhub a cut of every order, and it is a substantial cut. Olo's work with Shake Shack, Denny's, Chili's, the Cheesecake Factory, even Chipotle. In fact, of the publicly traded U.S. restaurants that are going digital, these guys are in business with half of them. And lately, they've also begun to expand into retail, too. So let's check in with Noah Glass, the CEO of Olo, O-L-O, to learn more about this powerful long-term story. Mr. Glass, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a seat. Since we've seen you, I'm talking about remarkable success. Just trace the arc, because it's been so rewarding for your company.
Well, it's been totally amazing. I mean, we were 12,000 restaurants in our network when we first sat down together in October of 15. Now we're at 48,000 restaurants, and over half of the public brands are using Olo for digital ordering and delivery, of those that are involved in digital ordering and delivery.
Now, if restaurants had to start over again, wouldn't this be the first thing they do versus, say, people calling or showing up?
Sure. I mean, there's a very big part of the restaurant segment that is customers coming to the restaurant and sitting down. But if you look at what analysts are saying about the next 5 years, they're predicting that $200 billion in an $800 billion industry is going to shift towards digital ordering and delivery. And we really see that our role is helping our restaurant brands, our customers, be the great beneficiaries of that shift.
All right, so give me a test case example and talk to me about how their business has gotten better because they hired you guys.
Yeah, so we see great success in brands just doing digital ordering. Year over year, digital ordering is up 31%
That's
when
incredible.
you look at same-store sales.
That says people get the app? Is what determines that?
More consumers getting the app, more consumers getting comfortable using on-demand services, thinking about the app as a remote control for buying things, and not just going to pick up the order, but getting it delivered to them. That's really where our focus has been the last 3 years.
Okay, now you have a partnership with Amazon. If I want to use my Amazon Whole Foods, can I get the app and use you?
So the idea of our partnership with Amazon is through Amazon Restaurants, which is part of Prime Now. And that's about placing an order at one of the restaurant brands that uses Olo through Amazon Restaurants and then getting it delivered from Amazon.
Okay, so then what is the retail ones that you've been working on?
Yeah, so we're really excited. I mean, everybody wants to get things delivered faster.
Sure.
It used to be that 2-day delivery was fast enough. Now, I mean, what if you could get things delivered same hour? You know, for 13 years, we've been working with an industry that demands that kind of speed. I mean, you can't deliver a cheeseburger in 2 days. You need to have it delivered same hour. And what we've done is we've created a platform called Dispatch. And what Dispatch does is it coordinates the prep of the order with the driver coming to collect the order. And on average, it's a 12-minute delivery time from the store to the door. So now we're opening that up for all retailers, not just restaurants, and allowing retailers to compete with online retailers on convenience by delivering same hour.
Now, what point does Olo drop it off? I mean, the drivers, is that you?
The drivers is not us. We've partnered with all of the delivery service providers.
The reason I worry about is that's where the weak link has been, that there's just not enough anywhere. So, I mean, you may enable, but the actual customer gets upset if there's not enough drivers. What do you advise to these companies that are involved? Because, you know, they may have more business they can handle.
Yeah, if you're a restaurant, you need to partner with more than just one delivery service provider, and that's where Dispatch comes in. It is a redundant network in that we work with many different delivery service providers. And so if you're placing an order, we will pull all the different delivery providers that serve that restaurant and find one to go collect the order just in time and then deliver it to you on average 12 minutes.
Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. Now, is there a two-line problem anywhere? In other words, is everyone willing to handle the online ordering? Because I'll tell you why I mention this. Because sometimes I'm in line and somebody comes in front of me, and it pisses me off, frankly. And what do you do about that?
Well, look, I think this is very much like Easy Pass on the highway. You have the experienced people who have not adopted the new technology, the Luddites, and you have the experience for the people who have adopted the technology. That is the best demonstration effect for us to get more customers learning that you can order in this way and ordering faster. And it's not just other customers who are picking up at that fast pickup line. It's also delivery couriers who are getting the orders there. They get to skip the line, and they go straight from the restaurant to the consumer's
They do. It's
address.
the same at my place. Now, one last question. You have the story that we want. We've got Grubhub. We can order. We can buy that. We can have Yelp, whatever. We want Olo. We want Olo shares. You were doing a remarkable job. Just no desire, kind of a pain to be a public company because there would be tremendous demand based on where Grubhub is.
Yeah, look, I'm really excited about the growth of the company. We're up 4x since we saw one another last. I've got great investors who have been with me for over 10 years who are patient, and they see 48,000 restaurants is great, but there are 630,000 restaurants out there. There's so much room to grow, and they're great partners in backing me for the next decade.
Well, they are great partners, and they're not pressuring you. You want to be able to take a lot of share. That's fantastic. That's Noah Glass, the CEO of Olo. I love a success story. I know it's not public, but even in the time since we first got together, what amazing statistics. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.